Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Beth with Create with Beth, and I'm finally back. I took a few days off and did some other things, but I'm back with another project with you. And today we're going to be playing with a Lawn Fawn set. This is year 3, and it's got some really cute little images, a birthday cake, a slice of cake, a candle, smile, it's your birthday, just really adorable. Sometimes when we use these smaller sets, it can be tricky to figure out what to do with them. So this card that I made today, in this layout, is really a good example of how to use these sets in your stash, and I think it came out really cute. Here's the inside. So let's go ahead and make this card. So we're going to start with our bits and pieces as usual, and I will give you the measurements, and all of the measurements will also be over on my blog, so you can check that out in case you don't want to write anything down. We're going to have a Petunia Pop card base that measures 8.5 by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 4 1/4. So it's going to be a square card. We'll burnish that real quick. So we have that piece. Then you're going to have a piece of pattern paper, and this is from the Really Rainbow 6x6 inch petite paper pack by Lawn Fawn. I forgot to check before I came on the video to see whether this is still available or not, but it's so pretty, it's so adorable and bright and fun. So this is what we're using. And the piece for that is going to measure 4 inches by 4 inches. And then we're going to need a pretty Petunia Pop mat that is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. You'll need a basic white piece that measures 3 by 3. And then for the inside, you're going to have a piece that measures 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So we'll go ahead and do some stamping first. Let's stamp our inside first. And on the inside, we're basically just going to be stamping the little piece of cake. I'll use my Memento Tuxedo Black ink for that. And we're just going to stamp that right in the corner over here, just like that. There's the inside done, so we can set that aside. And I got ink on my fingers, as usual. All right, we're going to do our focal image now. And for that, we'll be using the cake image. And we'll just stamp that in the center. And let's see, we need, the next image is going to be the smile. There are coordinating dies that come with this set if you want to cut the images out. I'm just doing them flat on the paper. We're going to do the 3 little dots next. Next to the smile. And then I need to get the little candle out. Just like this. We'll put our candle on top of our cake, and I probably should have left a little bit more space, but it will work. And then we're going to use the bottom of the sentiment, which says, "It's your birthday." I hope I'm in frame here. I should have checked that a little bit more. There we go. There's our focal panel. So we can put our memento away. And next we're going to do a little bit of Copic coloring. I'm going to start with the cake base, and for that I'm going to use E00 to begin. I'm just going to do an all over wash. I've been doing some research. I'm really thinking about getting a Brother scan and cut machine so that I don't have to keep buying dyes. They're so expensive. So if any of you have one of those and want to share your expertise, that would be great. This is E11. We're going to add a little bit of shadow. I just have spent so much money on dyes lately, and with the tariffs and everything, prices are going up even more. And I thought something needs to give, so really thinking about getting one. I like everything I've heard about them, and it can save you money. It basically pays for itself after about 10 uses. Okay, there we go. I went outside the lines just a little bit, so I'm going to come in with my colorless blender. That was E000, or E00, sorry. So we'll come in and push that color back in a little bit. Okay, there is the base of our cake. And now I'm going to come in with RV66 and color our cake. We're going to add a little bit of darkness and shadow. Like so. And then we'll come in with RV63 to blend that out. These colors are a really good match for Petunia Pop. There we go. Well, a little bit more on this side. It's not blended completely. Okay, and we have a little bit more outside the lines. I don't know what kind of cardstock this is. I just grabbed it, but I am bleeding all over the place with it. So whatever it is, it's not good with Copics. Okay, we have that bit done. We're going to bring back the inside and color our piece of cake the same way with the same basic colors. Starting with the E000, we'll go to the E11. And I think we'll just blend that out. This is such a small image, you don't need a whole lot of colors here. And then we're just going to use the dark on the inside image. There we go. So we're done with our Copic colors. I almost forgot the candle. Saw that yellow marker out and I was like, what do I need that for? Okay, and yep, I'm bleeding very badly over here on my image. So this could possibly be, I think this is Stampin' Up's Basic White, and it's not really working for Copics. Okay, we might have to go back with a white gel pen on that. So let's go ahead and put this card together now. So I've got to find my glue. And we will put the pattern piece on first. Oh, my glue doesn't want to work. This is a really good layout to use if you're kind of stuck for what to do, and it's just a good basic layout. And why am I having trouble getting this in here today? Yeah, I find myself going back to this particular layout time and again when I can't think of what I want to do. This is going to be a top folding card. This pattern paper had so much going on, so many different colors. I had a hard time deciding what I wanted to use, but Petunia Pop sounded like a good, bright, and fun color, so I went with that. We'll put our inside piece in now. Just like so. And now we'll do our mat, and actually I'm going to pop the mat up. So we'll put our focal image on first. This will fit into a standard envelope. Okay, we need dimensionals. Five should do it. There we go. And we will just center this on the front of our card. Okay, we just have a couple more things to do. We're going to add some Pink Fresh Studios. These are iridescent clear drops. And I'm going to get some of these out. Oops, I don't need that much, but let's see. I need my jewel picker. And I think we're going to go with one up here and one down here. Let's see, do we want a really tiny one? I don't really want a super tiny one. Something like that. That's probably way too much glue. I think maybe I do want to go with the smaller one. There we go. And I'm going to bring in, if I can find it. Oh, where did I put it? I'm going to bring in my white gel pen. Let's find one that's got a little bit more ink in it. And try to get rid of this. Well, it's not working. Well, I was going to try to get rid of that smudge, but maybe I will have to figure that out later. Okay, we've got one little more step, and that is to add some Wink of Stella to our cake. I was able to find my Wink of Stella. I didn't think I had any left, but I was looking around in my stash, and I did have some. So we're going to add this to the frosting on our cake and on our piece of cake on the inside. There we go, and that is our card complete. I hope you enjoyed it and would consider giving me a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. It would really make my day. And I guess that's it, and we will see you next time. Thanks, everybody. Bye.